Hey, aloha, this is Harry from Harry's Guitar. Today we're going to do part 2 of the Flight of the Hummingbird, El Colibri, the song that made me fall in love with classical guitar. So if you like the show, please like it, subscribe, tell your friends, and here's a close-up. Okay, so let's continue learning the Flight of the Hummingbird. This is what I call part 2. So part 1 we ended with this chord here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now you're going to put your ring finger on the 9th fret on the 3rd string and have your middle finger on 8th fret to prepare for a pull off. Right hand is going to be going back and forth. You can I use my middle finger first, it doesn't matter. You work out the right hand after you work the left hand. So here's the first 4 beats. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's ring finger pull off, back to the ring finger, then you're going to use all 4 fingers on one string. And so when I learned these kind of things, it was like a new finger exercise, and I loop it so I feel the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And I continue to do that, like when I get to the next one, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I might just loop this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what's cool is you got the high bass note and then the low bass note and then a pull off. Notice I have one finger to a fret. So far we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then my middle finger is my guide. It goes down 1 fret and you do a similar high bass first and take the first finger off. You have low bass. Okay, so I'm going to do the first 3 measures again slowly. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. My middle finger will be my guide again. Go down 2 frets. I half bar 4 strings. Your first bass note is the 2nd string, high bass, and then the 4th string, low bass, and then pull off. Then your middle finger goes down 2 more frets. Your baby finger on the 2nd string is your first bass note. And then while it's ringing, you add the 2nd fret on the 4th string. So you got high E, 1 and 2, and a lower E, 3 and then. So this baby finger is ringing until you have to use it for the pull off. And then your middle finger goes down again and use your ring finger, 2nd string, and then open D, baby finger, and then your first finger goes to the 2nd string, 1st fret. I would suggest moving this thumb behind, because after you play that and you add the 5th string, 3rd fret, your middle finger has to be able to pull off. If my thumb is here, there's no way I physically can do that. So right before I play this one, my thumb moves behind so I could move my wrists up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, because I need this bass note to be ringing when I do that pull off. Okay, so far you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here's the next one. This is 4 beats. So this note rings for all 4 beats. This pulls off to open B. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so here's the next line. You play 1 extra. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and play 1 extra. 1 and 2 and 3 and switch fingers 4 and 4 beats and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so I'll review from, let's just go from the beginning of today's lesson. So at the 9th fret, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, next line, you're going to hit one extra, slide to 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so that's 4 beats, yeah? Now your first finger stays there, you do 2 beats with the middle finger, 1 and 2, and then 2 beats with the ring finger, 3 and 4 and then you keep your first finger still there, you stretch to 11th fret, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then your first finger goes down 1 fret and you add 2 fingers on the same string and you do a pull off for 2 beats and another pull off. Okay, so let's review from, let's see. Let's take it from the 3rd line. So here's from the 3rd line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 now my middle finger is free to go back to the beginning of the song again for the 3rd time, but this time a bass note's coming up. So here's the next line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and same thing, 2 and 3. Now here you're going to hit a bass note for the first time. Okay, so it's the same as the beginning of the song, but for the first time you're going to hit the bass note, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right here, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then everything is repeating like before. So you're going to go 10th fret, 9th fret, twice on the 8th fret like before, back to the 9th fret, back to the 8th fret, build that chord. Now we're going to repeat the first ending. And you're going to repeat that same 2. And then here comes the flight of Hummingbird, and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to the 7th fret. And this one, you just go to the, this time we're not going to go to the low B. Okay, so this is what I call part 2 for your lesson. So let's just review from today's lesson. Okay, so I'll go about this speed, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and